Continue.
I'm sorry, did you not hear
I
that?
did.
Oh.
Continue. We're on a time crunch.
Crunch.
Sometimes you cry, but I guess you know now. Baby, I took a half and she took the whole thing. Slow down, baby. We took a trip, now we on your block, and it's like a ghost town. Baby.
Welcome back, guys, to yet another video. Now, we have some stories from the relationship advice subreddit. And we're just gonna jump right in. Shelby, do you want to start first?
I started last time. You start this time.
Oh. Okay.
You're not paying attention.
I, 31 male, want to divorce my wife, 37 female, but she has no job or money and can't afford rent without me. How do I leave?
What do you mean? So she's like a stay-at-home mom.
Probably is what I'm gonna assume. All right, so I'll keep this short. Been married for 4 years and I've wanted to leave for the past 3 years, but have stayed with her out of guilt. She recently got fired and she has about $20,000 in credit card debt. I have an average job, no debt, but also no savings. I've tried so hard to pay off her credit card, but any money I give her either gets spent on food, alcohol, luxuries, or interest. None of it actually goes toward paying off the principal. I'm so mad because I told her not to get any credit cards in the first place. I knew this would happen. We've had many conversations about divorce, and every time she promises to change her drinking and spending habits, then a few weeks later she's back to her old self. I really want to divorce her, but I feel too guilty leaving her out on the street with nothing. She needs me to survive, and she said she'll kill herself if I leave. How do I actually leave her?
Leave. Just because at that point, I'm guessing it's not the first time she has threatened to, oh, I'm gonna kill myself if you divorce me.
Right.
Leave, because she's manipulating you at that point.
I agree, 100%.
And I mean, if you put her, like, if you kick her out, then it's gonna force her to go get a job and go,
right,
go fucking do something.
And I also feel like you shouldn't feel obligated to be responsible for this person, even though you're married. It's like you should know how to take care of yourself, even if you're in a marriage, whatever. Like one thing I've always been taught.
You guys are married, but that's her debt.
Right,
that
but
she needs to
also
figure
one
out.
thing that I've always been taught is that although marriage is a partnership, you're partners in life, and that you take on everything together. But clearly, she does not want to take this on together because you're trying to help her,
and she's not
and
giving
she
a
clearly
shit.
doesn't want the help. She doesn't want the help.
She doesn't care. So I mean, baby, leave.
A lot of people are just saying, just leave.
Yeah, just leave. It's not worth it because you're putting in that effort to be like, hey, I know you have this debt. I'm trying to help you, and you're giving her money to pay off the debt, and she takes the money and is like, I'm finna go drink with this, or I'm gonna go buy this because I really wanted it. Obviously, she doesn't care.
Yeah.
So at that point, why should you just?
A lot of people are giving him like legal advice, saying like make sure that every month, like every amount that you've given her to pay off her credit cards, be like, I've given you X amount of money and you have not paid off your credit card debt. Why?
Yeah.
And then they can use that against her in court.
What the fuck, dude? Get
yeah.
it together. That's fucking crazy.
He's so sweet. He said he's honestly happy to pay off half her debt, even if he's not legally responsible for it.
I mean, yeah. Again, he's putting in that effort, and she.
I know, but that's so sweet.
It is very sweet.
If that was me, I would have been like, "Fuck you and your debt." Ain't my problem.
Right. All right. Mine. Am I the asshole for not taking my wife's possible abortion seriously?
Possible abortion?
Possible. He said possible.
Mm.
They deemed him the asshole. They did.
I mean, just off the title, I would say yes.
Yeah.
Just like, off that title.
That's so... Okay. My wife, 48... My wife, 28 female, is approximately 6 weeks pregnant with our second child. We had our first child 3 years ago with no issues whatsoever, after about a month of trying to become pregnant. This second pregnancy has also been without issues relating to conceiving, as she became pregnant less than 2 months later after we stopped using protection. Today she called me, him being a 29-year-old male, during the day because she is bleeding, and it could be an involuntary abortion. She is very upset, and I told her not to stress about it. If it's a miscarriage, then it's a miscarriage. I told her to call the doctor's office and to rest and take it easy. Maybe it's not even bad news. I know it's perfectly natural to have involuntary abortions before week 12, and we both know that we generally don't have a problem conceiving. If we're lucky this time, it's okay. It's not a disaster. We will just try again. My wife didn't like this reaction at all. She was upset by my reaction and hung up on me. I would have too.
I would have sent him divorce papers.
Because
That's a huge thing.
I'm
like,
going through something emotionally.
and not
and
even just emotionally,
physically.
like that the physical feeling of your body rejecting what could be your baby is like a lot, and then you have to deal with like the mental thing, like, why was my body not strong enough to take care of this baby?
Yes, like, and especially because this would be their second child.
Yeah,
Like the first one, like there was no problem. So why is there a problem
He's
with
an
the second?
asshole.
He's an asshole.
as fuck.
I'm currently studying for the bar. I don't give a fuck what you're studying for, so you're a piece of shit. Which I'm taking later this week and not using. I picked up our daughter from daycare at the end of the workday and came home, and my wife is angry with me for not taking her miscarriage seriously enough. I told her I'm really sorry and that I understand that it's not easy to go through. I'm trying to comfort her.
Clearly, you don't fucking understand.
You don't know what.
You don't know how it is. What the fuck? You know from the 100-pound sister, or not the 100-pound, like the 1,000-pound sisters,
No.
Tammy and whatever her name is.
No.
And then one of the younger sister, she's a lot bigger than her older sister.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was like, you can just get up and like do a little movement. You don't do nothing. Like, you just sit there. You want to get this weight loss surgery, but you're not doing shit about it. And she was like, you don't know what it's like to be my size. You don't know how it is. And then she was like, just grow up, act like an adult. She was like, I am my adult. She was like, no, you're not. And then she was like, you need to act like an adult. She was like, I am an adult. My bills are paid. My bills been paid. Ain't no way. I love the clip. Y'all never seen that show? Go watch this one on YouTube. That's just hilarious.
Gosh. But she won't let me be a part of it because she says I don't care. You don't, because if you did care, you wouldn't have said those things to her.
Right.
I do care, but I'm also stressed about the bar exam.
Oh my god, you're losing a potential child.
Fuck
the bar exam.
A bar exam and possibly losing your child is two different things, dude. Fucking different
You should be worried about your wife and you losing your potential child. The bar exam you can take another time.
Yeah.
Be there for your family. Be there for your wife.
He says, I'm also stressed about the bar exam, and I know it's perfectly natural to have a miscarriage. Yes, it's natural to have a miscarriage, but
doesn't make it any less traumatic.
It doesn't make it any less traumatic. Her feelings and the physical, like, everything is real to her.
This is why I can't fucking save men. Because let my boyfriend tell me some shit like, oh, it's just a miscarriage.
Go suck a dick.
Get out. Go stay with your mother, because no.
Go stay with your mother, because I can't.
Go tell your mother that and see what she says.
Yo. Depends on what kind of mother he has.
Just continue.
I'm not stressed that we will have any trouble becoming pregnant again. That's not the point. Getting pregnant again isn't the point.
That's like a whole like,
in his head he's like, oh, it's okay if she miscarriages because we could just have another baby.
It's like, I'm not saying I'm like defending his actions, but it's the same logic as like, let's say you're in labor or whatever, and the doctor says, oh, we can either save the baby or you, or like your wife, whatever, and the guy's like, oh, save my wife because we can have more kids. That's not the point.
That's not the point.
It's like,
and yes, if I'm on the bed and my husband or boyfriend says that,
But honestly, I want him, like, I agree, like, to a certain extent, because
I think I'd want him to save the baby.
But here's my thing, right, is that I've seen, like, a lot of times when, in situations where there wasn't really a choice, where they could not save the mother, then the other parent, the father or other mother, whatever, because we don't discriminate here,
right?
They end up resenting the child.
Sometimes, not all the time.
Not all the time. I agree, not all the time. But there's like a lot of people who end up resenting their child, and they turn into like alcoholics or they turn to drugs, and then it just makes this like bad environment for the child. Yeah. And like, so I saw this video where he was like, "Me, see my wife, I don't know that little nigga."
I know his girl was on that bed like, the fuck you mean?
Talking about something, save my wife.
I don't
know that little nigga.
I don't know him. We're not that close. Oh my god. And then, oh yeah, we won't have trouble becoming pregnant again. Of course, the situation makes me sad, but I accept reality, and at the same time, I'm stressed the fuck out with other obligations. I want to comfort her within reason, but now she won't let me. I wouldn't let you either.
No, I wouldn't.
And I would never have another child with you ever fucking again. That first one,
he would have came home. The locks would have been changed. He would have known. Would have like, oh, come inside, sweetie. Where are you going?
Right. No. If he's leaving,
no, but he was bringing the daughter home.
No, you're taking your child with you.
I want my child though.
You can see them on the weekends. Take your child with you.
You know what?
Oh my gosh. Somebody said if you understood how hard it was, then you wouldn't try to logic her out of her feelings. This is extremely insensitive and offensive, I said.
Inoffensive? Is that a word?
Oh my god. This person said, you said you want to comfort her within reason. No, you want to comfort her if it fits your schedule.
No, I agree with that. Talking about
basically
my bar exam. Fuck your bar exam.
Honestly.
Disrespectfully.
I'm gagging within reason. Is that's something you should feel about a stranger or a coworker, not your wife.
100%.
Bro, what the fuck?
Because if I think you're feeling that about your wife is crazy, you clearly don't love your wife.
Bro. Crazy.
Alright.
Yeah, that looks long.
The one I read yesterday was longer.
That was ridiculous.
Girlfriend, 23 female of 7 years, and who I have 3 kids with, cheated on me while she was working. 22 male. I recently went through her phone at night after I got out of a 12-hour shift, and I found messages from another guy on there, and they were talking about meeting up right at the park we live to next door. Like, literally, we have no neighbors. We live right next to a park. She was planning on meeting him right after I went to work. I kept reading, and basically he told her he was going to dick her down again, and she put LMFAO. As I read that, I snapped, I woke her up, and I confronted her, and she automatically started to...
What the fuck you mean? He gonna dick you down? I know she woke up, huh?
She automatically started to deny it until I showed her I got in her phone. She then said she was never going to meet up with him, that she was just leading him on, but I know it's a bunch of BS, because she told him where we live in the messages.
Oh, not address.
She denied everything she said. She didn't know why he would say that, but I think it's BS. I really don't know what to do. I have no family, no friends to talk to this about. I want to leave, but I literally have nowhere and no one. I would just be sleeping in my car. What makes this hurt even more is she just got a job because I told her I need help paying bills because I was the only one working, and she did this to me. She was only working there for 3 months. She worked third shift, I worked second. I would literally only have 5 hours of the night because of the running around I would have to do with her and the kids, and I just feel so played and hurt. Can someone please give me some advice on what I should do?
Leave. Leave?
A lot of people are saying just leave. If you can't leave immediately, make a longer plan, get a second job, start banking your money separately from that second job, and give yourself in like 3 to 6 months and make a plan and get out from under it. She may be cheating all the way through it, but you can get yourself out of the marriage.
Yeah.
Tell her you want
to
paternity
evidence
test
against her
on all 3 kids.
Her.
At this point,
3?
There's 3 kids.
Oh my god.
I wonder if they're like triplets or if there was just like one right after another. Like he said, fuck the 6 weeks. And did you know that when doctors like tell you like to wait 6 weeks after you give birth, it's not because you're gonna ruin your thing. It's literally because you're at your most fertile after you have a baby.
Stop, because my uncle got this woman pregnant or whatever, and he literally was like, bro, if I could get her pregnant every single time, like within those 6 weeks, he said I would do it. And I'm like, you are an evil ass.
I don't like that.
Negro. Because why would you say that?
This person said, tell her you want a paternity test on all 3 kids. At this point, you have no idea if they're yours at all. It would also drive home the devastation she just inflicted on your relationship. She's broken we and turned it into you and her. Document everything you do for you and your kids. If you take them to the park, cook for them, take them to the doctor, to school, anything and everything. This will help you get at least 50-50 custody. And there's no paying child support in 50-50. Also, I wouldn't recommend for you to just leave the house where you live, because then she can claim you abandoned them, and if you don't have a decent place for your kids to live, then it will be extra hard to win the kids' custody. Someone was saying that when the person said there's no paying child support, they said that's wrong. It varies by state and depending on income. And someone was like, I have my daughter about 60-40 and I still pay child support. I've never understood that. How are you the one with primary custody of the child and
I'm
you
still paying
pay child support?
That's ridiculous.
Because even what's it called, when Black China was complaining about how she had to like sell some of her cars to like take care of her kids or whatever,
but aren't the kids with?
And Rob Kardashian was like, I have her literally Monday through Friday. I'm the one that pays for her tuition. I'm the one that put clothes in that girl's bag.
Right.
So what are you talking about that you're broke? Because I'm giving you money and you have 2 days with her. And even Tyga, I think he said he paid like some like.
Oh, he asked around. He was like,
10
damn,
or 15,
he was
10
like,
or 15 grand a year for private school. And then Tyga goes, damn, who's your plug? Because I need to figure out why
he said, I need that discount too.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
But that's just crazy. I think honestly, just like leave her, because it's
find a way to leave, but leave in a way that you still be able to be
so
there with your
what
kids.
What on earth are you doing at 23 years old with 3 kids?
Honestly, I'm mad that they didn't say how old the kids were.
They did not say. I wonder if there's like an update.
This took me out.
You can go, because.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I didn't see an update.
Okay. My husband, this person's 28, her husband is 31. So my husband wants me to cut ties with my best friend, 28 female, because she is now in an open marriage. If me and my husband, right, we're over here chilling, being married to each other, and you being my best friend, you and your husband decide, you know what, I want to, you know what, I want to get digged down by other people. And he said, I want to dig down other females. And y'all both agree. Y'all like, you know what, let's do it. That's none of my damn business. Honestly. That's none of my business.
But also, if you, like, be honest, if you ever saw me step out on my husband, would you snitch?
I probably would, because I'm sorry, baby, I love you.
That's crazy, because if the shoe was on the other foot, I wouldn't.
I think it depends, because I'm thinking it's cute, I would, because he is so good to you. And that man loves you.
He is. He does.
So if you step out on him, you know that meme?
That's what I was like the other day. My UPS was trying not to deliver my fucking package. I was like,
she was screaming in the
because bro, you know, like when you call like a store or whatever, you call their customer service line, and it's always like, oh, say what you need from a customer service representative. So I'm like, representative, because I know if I say what I need, y'all gonna be like, oh, you can pick up your pack. I don't want to fucking pick up my package.
Representative. And it goes, can you repeat?
It didn't even say, can you repeat? It said, I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
No, she was screaming into the phone.
And then, first of all, this man was delivering my package. We were sitting in this room, which my room is at the front of the house, and it's right next to the front door. So anyone that comes on this porch, I can hear that. Even if my TV is mad loud, I can hear people coming on that porch. And especially because I'm mad nosy. So if I hear someone creaking on my porch, what the fuck are you doing on my porch?
You know what's so funny about that? Because we had food delivered.
Yeah.
Before he even was supposed to come deliver it.
Exactly.
And as soon as, like, the porch squeaked and we're like, that's our food.
No, literally.
Like,
and then, so I was like, damn, my package is taking mad long. So I said, oh, maybe it's gonna be like delivered. You know, they give you that window. It's like between 1 and like 7
I
p.m.
fucking hate that.
or whatever. And I'm like, oh, it's probably gonna get delivered closer to 7 p.m. So I said, let me go double check because I was like, we have to record and everything. I was like, let me just double check so I don't do anything that's gonna like fuck up the recording plans. I look, this shit said, oh, sorry we missed your delivery. I said, huh?
What do you mean missed?
I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I said,
Bro.
Shelby, did you hear anyone on that porch?
No, there was no one on that porch.
Did you hear anyone knock on that door?
No.
Did you hear anyone ring the damn doorbell?
And we went out when we found him because he was
we were gonna go to the store. They said they were gonna drop my package off, and we are gonna be like, maybe we'll catch him as he's dropping it off and like grab it and dip. And I'm like driving down the street, and I look up, and I say, wouldn't that be funny if that's his truck right there?
You're like, let's
so
just go.
okay, let's go
Yo,
check.
I've never seen Dia bust a Yui so quick in my life, bro. Me in the window, we became one at that moment. That's how hard
I did not do it that hard. Relax.
It was me in that window that became one, not you.
Anyway,
okay.
So I turned up the street that he was on, and I parked across the street, and I'm like, I grabbed my little slip that said, we missed your delivery.
Yo, that man really tried to stand in her face and lie and be like,
gaslit me.
Yo, he was like,
I knocked on the door.
And rang the doorbell.
I'm like, I didn't hear the doorbell.
Yo, he must have knocked like this. Because
I don't even
ain't no way he was
this once.
He was like, hey y'all. Okay. I'm gonna leave this little slip here. And I'm gonna go put it in.
We didn't even hear his footsteps on the floor.
Yo, he was tiptoeing.
That man was creeping.
Or he literally stood outside.
But the thing was on the door. That's the only thing. He was definitely on the porch because the sticky note was
But we would have heard it. He had to be tiptoeing.
No, he was a ninja.
Because
and then I said to him, I was like, oh, like I was home the whole time and I didn't hear anyone knock on the door. I didn't hear anyone.
He's like, oh, but I rang the doorbell. We were like, no, you didn't.
I'm like, okay, can I just get my package? Thank you.
Oh my gosh,
that shit was crazy.
That was hilarious.
That made me so upset. Y'all should have seen me in that car. I was screaming.
I was sitting in the seat just like.
Okay, go ahead. My bad.
I didn't want her to try to take me out. But again, if you decide to be in an open relationship, like I was saying, if it's Q, then yes, I would snitch on you hard. Maybe not
hard.
Maybe not like flat out tell him Dia's cheating. I'll probably like give him little hints. I'm like, where was Dia the other night? She was with you. Was she?
Was she? I know he gonna watch this video. He's gonna be like, I know that's right.
No, but I would probably like give him some hints. Be like, she wasn't with me. She a fibber. She out here fibbing.
You know what's serious when your friend call you a fibber? Not even a liar, a fibber.
I was like, she out here fibbing. But if it's any other guy, I probably wouldn't say shit. They'd be like, was she with you? She sure the fuck was. What about it? What about it? You got a problem? What the fuck was y'all doing? Why you in my business?
Don't worry about what we was
Why are you in our business? Oh my goodness.
I'm 10 toes down for my bitch. You ain't getting nothing out of me. Yeah, she was with me.
But if you know I'm with someone that like loves me hard, that will do anything for me, that's like by my side, and I step out on him, you'd been like,
I'm not gonna say it to their face. I would check you. What the fuck is you doing?
I'll check you too, but I still tell you. I'd be like, well, I'm gonna look at him. I'm like,
here's my thing. I'm not like a confrontational person. You are. I avoid confrontation.
You'd be like, bitch, why would you?
Because as soon as I say something, now it's, so you let her. I didn't do anything.
I wasn't even there.
I didn't tell her to do shit.
I know Q was gonna try to do that. So you let her. First of all, sir, I was not there with her when she stepped out on you. First of all, you taking her out on the wrong person. You better go find your girl. Have a damn conversation.
Oh my god.
But yes, open marriage, and her husband wants her to cut ties with best friend.
Did he fuck the best friend? That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because it's
like
open marriage,
going into an open relationship with your partner, and then immediately going to your best friend from hey, and then your best friend already knows that you're in an open relationship because you probably already told them,
right?
And they're probably like, okay.
Cool.
I would beat your ass.
Me?
I would beat your
ass. If I was in an open relationship?
No, if I was in an open relationship and my man stepped to you specifically.
Oh, and no! Oh
We
no!
have to fight.
Oh no! You know, there's some people that do that.
That
They're like, oh, we're besties, so we'll share each other's man.
absolutely not. I don't
Absolutely
share.
the fuck not.
I don't even like sharing food. How am I sharing man?
See, this is how we know we love each other, because we don't like sharing food, but we share with each other.
If I
And
share
even, and even then, we still be looking at each other crazy, like, the fuck you touching my food for?
bro, I'd be like, I'm gonna take a fry.
And I be wanting to stab her, and then I remember, oh, that's my girl. But
But
still
also,
be like,
some real shit. If we ever share food with you, city so
yo,
had it been anybody else, stabbed.
fuck no, get out of my face. Can I get a what? You better keep the stepping.
You can get
The fuck? The fuck? Okay. So I have known my best friend, Sammy, since our freshman year of college, about 10 years. I am... Oh, okay. I am married to Mark, and Sammy is married to Tom. Mark and I have been together for 4 years, married for 2 years, and Sammy has been with Tom for 7 years, married for 4 years. Sammy has been having a very difficult time in the past couple years. She had discovered that Tom has been having numerous affairs both before and after their why did I not scroll up? Their marriage, and was in the process of getting her ducks in a row to leave. Finances, lawyers, and etc. She had even secured an apartment with her family's help and was about to move on when Tom was in a very bad accident and severely injured. The accident was entirely his fault. Damn, I'm sorry.
She didn't even sugarcoat it.
She said it was his fault. He did it.
And what about it?
A one-car accident while he was driving. Okay, so it was his fault.
Damn. Not the driving drunk. Don't drive drunk, y'all.
Don't do that.
It's not worth it.
It's not. On the way back from seeing one of his affair partners, no less.
He deserved it.
Stop.
He deserved it. Matter of fact, he should have flew out. Was he on the motorcycle?
He should have skid.
Was he on the motorcycle or was he in the car?
I think he was a car. It says the one car accident while he was driving drunk. So it was him. I think he crashed into something.
He should have flew out that damn windshield.
He should have skid.
Like the dude from Final Destination.
That was funny.
That got dragged.
I've never seen it, and Dia has been making me watch.
I literally bought all the movies just so that she could watch them. Every time I want to watch them, they're never on.
And
TV.
she's a bitch because I'm about to travel, and she made me watch the first one. You're a hoe. I don't have a problem with death. I'm okay with dying, but still,
I'm okay with dying.
Like if it happens, it happens. I'm not gonna like try to fucking fight it.
He's saying that like I don't say the same shit every day.
Like I'm okay with it. I'm not gonna be like. No, I'm gonna be like,
no.
Well, shit, because I think that's why when I get on the plane, I just sleep.
Yeah,
I just
like if you're supposed to go hijack this shit, I'd rather be knocked out.
I'll be with my ancestors.
Headphones in, I can't hear shit.
Yo, headphones in, be knocked.
Music blasting.
Honestly,
cause
my phone be like, can you gonna have ear problems? Turn it down, and I'll be like,
I'm okay with that.
Nah, shut up.
Like I'm okay with that.
Oh my god.
Because if my plane gets hijacked, why would I want to be awake for that? I think there was a Family Guy episode where Peter was on a plane, and I think their plane got hijacked, and this guy was sleeping. He was like, "Oh, he's sleeping. Wake up, the plane!"
I don't want to fight somebody if they did that to me.
And my man was like, "What? Why did you wake me?"
Because if the planes get hijacked, leave me alone. I'm sleeping in a corner.
Disturbed.
Right. The hijacked person was like, wake up. Sir, this is none of my business. I'm just gonna go back to
If y'all want to hijack it,
y'all do you, boo-boo. I pull my thing down, just...
Like, damn, can y'all give me a blanket if y'all gonna hijack this plane?
Right.
Maybe
It's a little cold.
Actually, matter of fact, bring the snack cart.
Right? I'll be like, yeah, I'm with y'all. No, let me not say.
They're not gonna let you on any planes. We gotta edit that out.
We do. They're not gonna let me go.
The NSA?
Not that they were like, now she says you with them. We need to investigate her. Now I got a weird ass van outside my house at all times. All right. He was driving drunk on the way back from seeing one of his affair partners, no less. Out of compassion, Sammy decided not to leave Tom while he was recovering from his injuries.
She better than me, because I would have been like, that's
Yo.
why you fucking almost died.
I'm like,
Here are the divorce
that's
papers.
what the fuck you get. Divorce
Power of
papers.
attorney.
Figure it out.
Because that seems like a personal fucking problem.
He's like, I can't walk. Should have thought about that.
Do him
Didn't you?
like Helen did.
Let me explain.
What did he say? What was the name
Christina.
of the? She'd be like, oh,
Christina. Christina's not here. Yo,
she took your money too.
Yo, I love when she was eating that salad. She ate that salad with no dressing.
Sometimes that's when it hits the most. I'm not even going.
She said,
you ever just eat some like real crisp lettuce?
She said, this is good. She's like, you hungry? You should probably go in the kitchen and get you something to eat.
Oh wait, you can't.
Yo, when she threw it at him, I was like,
when she threw him in
Yo.
the bathtub,
she
blowing them damn bubbles.
But oh my god. You know, till this day, if I see him, I get angry. But I also feel like he played his part very well. For me, years later, after seeing that movie, to see his face and have this anger, and I'm probably like, yo, he's probably a really nice person in real life.
And Mike from Why Did I Get Married?
I want to slit his throat, bro. Every time I see him,
bro,
I'm like,
when he said, here's some money for gas, why don't you just drive up there?
Yo,
we'll see when you arrive.
When she said, that was me, that I possessed her body,
bro,
because, and she better than me because she stopped at one.
Honestly, I would have kept going.
Mm-hmm.
When Troy was like, maybe I should leave, and he was like, no, we might need an officer. At least
like,
he recognized.
He's like, nah, we gonna need you. You should stay. Oh my god.
How do we get so sidetracked?
This is a normal conversation with us, by the way. We have like
every day. It's the undiagnosed ADHD for me.
Not too much. Not too much on us. Please. Okay, so she decided not to leave Tom while he was recovering from his injuries, both because he was on her health insurance.
That's like a personal problem because I'm taking you off my insurance. You gonna be
like, oh, you had an accident? You should figure that out.
Hi, yeah, I'd like to remove my husband off my health insurance.
Yeah,
Thank you. We're in the process of getting a divorce.
Yeah, so I thought I should handle this.
And then they're gonna be like, but it looks like he was in an accident. I don't give a fuck if he was in an accident. Okay?
Yes, he was, but that also seems like it was a personal problem. Had nothing to do with me.
Bro, I want to be the insurance agent. Yo,
would have been like,
because I would have been like, oh, like why are you guys getting a divorce?
Nosy ass. Oh, he cheated.
And then the reason he was in an accident was because he was on his way home from cheating on me with some damn whore.
Yo, all you hear is,
damn. Boop, boop, boop. He's off, baby.
All you hear is,
he's off.
No, she don't say shit. You don't say shit. All you hear is, he's off your insurance, babes.
Don't even worry about it.
Right. He was on her health insurance, and because he needed a lot of help with doctor's appointments, physical therapy, etc. Again, she better than me.
She better than me.
She said, "Don't
let that nigga lay in that bed."
She said, "It's okay, baby. I'll take care of you."
Nah,
fuck you.
I ain't taking care of shit.
Okay, since then, Tom has had numerous surgeries. It isn't yet able to work because he is still recovering his energy and mobility. In the meantime, Sammy is working 2 jobs to replace Tom's income and pay the portion of the medical bills not covered by insurance. Fairly early in his recovery, Tom admitted everything he has done and said he wanted to change and repair things with Sammy. And Sammy thought she owed it to him to try. Baby, you didn't owe him shit.
What you owe him, or what you owe yourself, is to choose yourself.
Divorce
and
papers.
Leave. Just leave.
You owe yourself divorce papers. Because that's ridiculous. But, hold on. Whoa. Not I lost my place. Okay. However, she discovered a few months ago that although he wasn't having physical affairs, he has been continuing to have sexual conversation and emotional affairs with women online. At this point, Tom admitted that he wasn't wired for monogamy and suggested an open relationship. Sammy didn't really want this, but again, felt she owed it to Tom.
You don't owe him shit.
Owed it to Tom not to divorce him until he was recovered enough to work and support himself. Probably another year or so. So she reluctantly agreed. She hasn't gone on dates or anything yet, but is thinking about starting to try to meet some new people. My husband Mark doesn't believe in open marriages and thinks that marriage requires monogamy and that anything else is cheating. Even if the married couple fully agrees. First of all, Mark needs to mind his damn business.
But no, I also
Because
kind
it's
of
not his
agree.
relationship.
I also kind of agree with him. I think if you want to be in a polyamorous relationship, then I don't think there's no reason for you to get married. Because
But,
marriage should be between two people, two individuals.
But that's also up to the married couple.
And again, I agree with that. However, I just don't feel like what's the point? Like marriage is meant to be.
I mean, I feel like
two
in
people.
This,
period.
I feel like in this situation, it's kind of fucked up because she thinks that she owes it to him. But I feel like if it's two consensual adults that are like, "Hey, I love you and I want to be with you for the rest of my life," but I still like we both still want to, you know, maybe date other people or have like sexual experiences with other people.
I guess I still don't like
then
it.
they both are like okay with it. I feel like this he's manipulating her because she didn't want it, but she still was like, "Oh, I feel like I owe it to him, so let me do it."
I hate men.
I do too. Anyway, requires monogamy and that anything else is cheating, even if the married couple fully agrees otherwise. He wants me to end the friendship with Sammy because she is now a cheater in his view and thinks she will influence me to cheat. No one.
But whatever my friend does is none of my business.
Right.
If she wants to go out and do whatever the fuck, that's on her.
That's on me.
As long as she's being safe and doing what's best for her, I don't give a fuck. But that doesn't mean
as long as I don't get a call that's like you have a collect code from.
I would still come.
Do you accept? Oh, thank you. I would too. But I don't think you would for cheating because you would interrogate me before you get in your car. I feel like you get in your car and I'll be like, "Girl, I was cheating," and you were like, "I'm going back home." I'm gonna let you stand there for
cheating. Define cheating.
Girl, was you at the casino? Like, what was happening there? No, I was cheating on my man. I'm gonna let you stay
Define cheating on your man.
I had another nigga's dick inside of me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna head home. You're gonna stay there for a few days. And then I'll
think about what you did.
Think about what you did. After a few days, I'm gonna call you. Gonna call me back. I'm gonna call you back or something. I'm gonna come see you, and we're gonna talk about this before I let you out of jail. Before I post you.
Not before I let you out of jail.
Cause you, at this point, you're the one holding me. Cause you gotta go bail me out.
I'm dead.
But again,
why would you be in jail for cheating?
I don't know. I don't know how we got there.
The ADHD in my brain is crazy right now.
But according to Mark, you should be in jail for cheating.
I think Mark needs to mind his business. Okay.
I do think Mark needs to mind his business, and I feel like people can't influence you to cheat. I feel like if you are cheating, if you're cheating or if you're going to cheat, you were already thinking about that shit. It didn't just happen.
The same way, like when people say, like, "Oh,
they were drunk."
Like, baby, your drunk actions are your sober thoughts.
Yes.
You were looking at this man and said, "I want to fuck this man,"
and then you blame it on, "Ooh, I got drunk. That's why I slept. I'm sorry, I slept with your man. I was drunk."
Baby, you didn't want to sleep with him.
I'm fighting.
You didn't want to sleep with him.
I'm rocking your shit because that means you were thinking about it for it to even like, yeah. She is now a cheater in his view and thinks she will influence me to cheat or want an open relationship as well. I think this is extremely unfair. Sammy didn't ask for this and is only trying to make the best out of a bad situation. She should just get up and fucking leave.
I think if she wants to get some dick from a non-cheating ass nigga, then she deserves to go get some dick from a non-cheating ass nigga. But that's just me.
And it's funny how Mark is calling her a cheater, but she hasn't gone on any dates or invited anyone over or had sex with anyone.
Yeah.
But this little Tom guy has been fucking everyone under the sun, and Tom is like...
But then again, niggas no. Fuck anything with the heartbeat.
True. But Mark is like, she's the problem. When Tom is the one fucking everything under the sun.
Bro, because when you think about it, men are just like they'll stick up for other men, but let a woman do the same thing a man is doing. Is, oh, she's a hoe, oh, she's this, she's that. Bro, if a man has 20 bodies and then a woman has 20 bodies, they don't see that shit as the same thing.
They don't. They see you're a whore,
And this,
Because why would you?
they'd be
'cause
like,
why would you
my nigga?
They're like, oh, you fuck 20? No. But
let his girl
you
fuck
fuck
my friend.
20? You have 20 bodies, you're a whore.
And it's like,
You're dirty, you're disgusting. I'm like, nigga,
But
I
it's
got
just-
the same bodies as you.
I need to get that, guys.
Okay, I think this is extremely unfair. Sammy didn't ask for any of this and only trying to make the best of a bad situation, and she hasn't even dated anyone yet. The alternative would be for her to either suffer while while Tom continues to have affairs, or divorce Tom now and leave him without a home and insurance before he could take care of himself again.
I'm all
Divorce
for the
him
divorce.
divorce him and leave him without a home and insurance.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you need to do. Because when he stepped out on you, he wasn't thinking about all that shit.
He wasn't. He said, "Oh damn, I get insurance, a place to live."
Mark is
food on
now
my table.
saying that this is a deal breaker for our marriage. How is it that my friend's relationship that's all the way over there has anything to do with what we doing at home?
Make it make sense.
sense. That's so stupid.
I think, in my opinion, it sounds like Mark is just trying to find any reason to break up with his wife.
because that doesn't make sense. That's her marriage.
Like, what
That's-
my friend does
yes-
has nothing to do with
Yes,
me.
you could come to me and you could complain. You could be like, "Oh, this is what's going on." Da da da. You can't influence me to go cheat. The only way that'll happen is if I already wanted to cheat
It's
on
like-
my husband
it's
and
like-
or boyfriend.
Like, in his head, it's like, she's going to her friend talking about my man did X, Y, Z, whatever, so I'm gonna go cheat on him. And then I'm like, oh, my man also did X, Y, Z, so I should go cheat on him.
But it's also like,
I'm a
If
grown
you're
ass
so-
adult.
excuse me.
Ain't no way.
But also, it's weird, Mark. You're being a little weird, Mark. You know why?
It's sus.
It is sus. It's very sus because it seems like you don't want her to find out about something.
What if he's cheating? Mark, you a shady.
Mark,
Shit.
this is weird. Because he's pushing for this so fucking
Mhm.
hard. You
That's weird.
you cut off your friend.
That's suspicious.
You cut off your fan. You cut off your friend, or we're getting a divorce. That makes no sense to me, but okay. And that I should choose between him and Sammy. I feel sick over this because I made vows to Mark, but I don't think Sammy is doing anything wrong under the circumstances, and she needs her friends more than anything right now. And she doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, no, he
At
just
this
wants an
point,
excuse.
at this point, he wants an excuse to leave you.
So maybe just
So
leave
just
him before he
leave.
can leave you.
Just leave because Mark is being weird. He's being really suspicious. And
Don't be suspicious.
don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Yeah, he's being weird. I would try to figure out what's going on because it seems
Why you
like
being weird with me?
one hand in front of him. Oh my god. Do you have another one?
Not for this episode.
Okay. Bye,
Thank y'all for Thank y'all so much for joining us for this episode. If you like this episode, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Please subscribe because we're trying to get. I don't know. We just want to share our entertaining conversation with the world. It's not even about like getting famous off of this.
We just like talking shit.
And like
these stories are out of pocket.
I also
sometimes,
think we just want people to understand how our brains work because a lot of people don't understand
or lack
like,
thereof.
I don't think people understand like how much our conversations get off track, and this is like the exact.
This is only like maybe 2% of our
And that's
of how our
generous.
of how our normal conversations go. Because usually we have like, honestly, for me, I have at least 50 to 80 tabs open in my brain at
And
all
the thing
times.
is, we'll have like one main conversation, but like 1,000 side conversations that lead into this one main conversation.
Some of
like,
half
we can
of them
start-
have nothing to do with the actual story that we're telling.
It's like a video game. You know, like you got the main storyline you gotta do, right? And then you have the side missions that relate to the main story, but then you also have the side missions that make you be like, why the fuck did I need to do this? This didn't make no sense.
There was no reason for this.
Yeah. But anyways, thank y'all so much for joining us. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see y'all in our next video. Bye!
Laugh, sometimes we cry, but I guess you know